Hey everyone, welcome to our show today. We're actually going to hit a topic I've never talked about before on this channel, which is pretty hard to say after we have 3,000 videos. So let's welcome Omar back to the show. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Michael. How are you?
Good, man. So what I wanted to talk about with you, because you're an agent, a broker, an investor, somebody who's really a real estate entrepreneur, is when you're talking to a first-time buyer or really any buyer of a home, how do you approach do you want to look for a new home, new construction, or existing home? I know what my preference is, but I thought, you talk to a lot more buyers. What do you see out there? What do you recommend? Pros and cons, all that stuff.
Well, the pro in a new construction is nobody's lived there and it's brand new.
Yeah.
It's the shiny new house on the block. No one's lived in it. It's all custom for the most part. You're paying premium dollars for it because right now new construction, in our area is $200 a square foot, 220 at times, 198, 197 or something like that. And that whole stigma of like, hey, I want a new home. Okay, great. But it's completely plain. It's a brand new house. It has a warranty, which is great. You can, by the way, you're able to still buy a home, a warranty on a resale home, which is a used home.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends on what you want. Do you want to add more? I'm not sure you're going to be able to add more value to it. Maybe like personal value. Yeah, you can landscape it. You can put a pool in. You can put the fencing in. Most of the time, the new construction does not come fenced, doesn't come landscaped, front or back. Maybe a strip of a cement slab into your garage, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all you're getting. Okay. Versus resale, which is a used home. You might get complete landscaped, maybe 10 years old, but everything is done for about the same price. So in a sense is I would probably never buy a new home myself. Just like I wouldn't buy a brand new vehicle and lose 50% in the first 3 years of that vehicle. Okay. But we're talking about houses.
Yeah.
So with regards to that house, the resale, I'd rather get the resale one because you don't know what that seller's motivation is.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to get it a little bit cheaper. And then if you do improve it, like if there's some things that you don't like, now you forced equity into that home and you bought it a little bit less than what the market's going for. And you're on top. Remember, everything's an investment if you can wrap your head around that mindset.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same situation. The other thing I would say is, traditionally speaking, again, I'm very California oriented. So if you're in Texas or something, maybe this doesn't apply. But a lot of our new housing developments are farther away from city center, if you will, right? You're not creating new land in Cupertino or, Mountain View or whatever, right? They're very densely populated already, at least not any real big tracts. Maybe you're doing occasionally a 10 or 12 units. Yeah, the other thing is you're going to drive more, I think, at least in California, for new homes, right? So you got to add that plus or minus, right? What's the commute worth? Am I only working from home? Those things. For me, the other thing, I think your analogy, I didn't think about it, but I think it makes sense, right? Of a new home versus a new car versus existing versus used car. I think you're right. I think in general, as an investor, your opportunities to create value, create discounts are far greater in existing homes than new homes, right? New homes, right? The builder is the builder, right? And today, unlike years past, builders are only building after they're sold, right? They're not building, quote unquote, on spec, right? They're not building 100 homes, and thus you could get a weekend where, there was a time like in 2005, if you go to the new home development and got them on like the last day of a month, you can get a good discount if they haven't hit their sales numbers. That doesn't exist anymore because they're not building them, right? They're waiting till the units are sold.
Yep.
So I think there's a lot of differences. Yeah. So I think any value is in the older. Plus, I like character. I mean, there's a part of town in Fresno called the Tower. That's where I like to buy. It's because every home is different. Every home is different. I don't like, every house looking the same, right? Oh, look, there's the 4-bedroom unit. That's the 3-bedroom unit. That's the 4-bedroom. Like they're like every other. But, if you're not handy, you have if you're not handy, you want easy, you don't want to, you for the most part, 10 years of no problems, then a new home kind of makes sense. Right. But
Right.
realize you're going to pay up. I think, like you're talking about $200 a square foot where you are for a new home. I don't know what it is, but there's probably a discount. It's probably like 170, 160 for existing, right?
Oh
Because
yeah,
it's
easy,
aged easy, right? So
easy.
just
Yeah.
realize there's differences there. And oh, by the way, the last thing as a landlord, my rental rates on a new home, not really different,
Nope.
right? It's bedrooms, baths, parking, a little bit on amenities, but I'm talking little, right? For a new home where I'm at, we're in the 350s, like a 3.2 two-car garage, brand new, I might get 1650, 1700. Where if I had like a 3.2 two-car garage, 1970s build, I might get, I don't know, 1550,
Yeah, 200
1570.
bucks.
Yeah, it's just not. And again, the difference is 100 grand.
I was just gonna say $200 for $150,000.
Not a chance. No chance, right?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So again, there are situations where a new home makes sense. If that's who you are, that you want 10 years of maintenance, you got lots of other stuff going on, go for it. But for most of us, and probably that makes sense, right? Existing homes got to be 80% of the market, new homes 20%, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah,
Maybe
because there's
85,
no
15.
inventory.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and right now, everybody like, hey, okay, well, everybody's getting forced to
Yeah,
buy the new home.
that's
You
a
know
good
why?
point.
Because they're building.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a ton of new homes being built, spec building, not tracks
Yeah,
in our area. And because there's a lack of resale homes,
exactly.
the buyers are moving over to the new construction, and then the contractors, the builders are understanding that trend, and they're trying to put up as many houses as possible because now that demand for any type of house is there. So that's why they're driving the prices up. But at the same time, lumber doubled
Yep.
over the last 3 months, 4 months.
Yep.
So they have to charge more. And now it's like a 2,400 square foot house we're listing for 540.
Wow.
540. A 2,400 square foot home on an acre with paid for solar, 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's like, that is just insane.
What would that have been 2 years ago?
Oh, 2 years ago, 350.
Score. It's good to own real estate sometimes, huh? Wow.
Yeah, 350.
Oh, all right.
I sold a bunch of them. So yeah, it's crazy.
Well, very cool, man. Well, this has been fun. New versus existing. Never had this conversation before. Thank you.
You're welcome.